Hello, welcome to week 11, the restoration of our cottage. I don't know if someone's just got married, but the bells are going away. You can't beat a church bell. Yeah, I think someone's just got married. I don't think they ever ring when you die. So anyway, been pretty busy. Roof's all ready to be tiled, tiles in place. The garage is coming along a treat. But if we have a little look inside, if you can hear me with the bells, I love a church bell. I think I'm going to be planting a few more hedging in between, as I've got about another 50 to go, but others are going to have to stay in pots until we landscape the garden. Right, so they've been in treating the beams this week, and I'd say this is the beams in here were covered in a hard sort of paint. It was almost like glue. I had a lot of trouble to get that off, and sadly here it's going to need a bit of TLC because we wanted to display all these beams here. Some aren't original, but we've got enough old beams I think that we'll be able to patch this up and make this a nice piece to the kitchen. Sadly the kitchen still isn't high enough to have the higher units like the integrated fridge freezer, so we're just going to have to go with a normal one and redesign the kitchen. All this brickwork's come up well there. Down below we're going to render because the cooker's going in there anyway. In there is where the boiler's going, and then we have the sink along here by this window, and then some more units along there, and probably a high unit going up there. So yeah, these are all looking pretty good, but the ones through into the living room, these are looking great. You probably see better if I go up to the light. There's a bit of woodworm. They're going to need treating for that, but some of these are really good, and the main oak beam going right through looks great, and the one across the fireplace looks brilliant. There's going to have to be a bit of sorting out there and get all that wood out that's supporting, but that side there, that's not original, so we'll probably take that out or render over that, but we'll sort out the top of that. Sadly here, the plastering in there, it's, I don't know what it is, it's this very strong concrete-y plaster, and it's taken the brick there. There's no way we're going to get that out, so we have to live with that. I'm still after an oven door for there, but the rest is looking really good. Got the little old seat in there, so a nice big wood burner in here, and yeah, it's going to look a treat. Really excited about it, but it's a long way up to the top, and you've got the old metal hooks going there, the old wood hooks there. It's going to be great. So all this will be rendered. They're talking about coming in and starting with the electrics next week, but I'm really pleased with these beams here. The stairs, the brickwork up here is just great. I love it. It couldn't be being any better, which I'll turn around. So that was all covered in thick paint there, and it's so high up to the top. The beams up there are great. That'll all be covered up, all that part there, but the beams and the wall, people are taking a mickey out of me because I keep going on about it, but it is, it's lovely. So I think get these stairs all sanded down in a nice wood finish, it'll look great. So there you go, and then into the bedroom again. All this part of the chimney looks great. Down on below it'll be rendered, and obviously you're going to have your skirting boards going along there, but the beam going across that we've revealed, that's going to look lovely. And I love all these old nails that are stuck in it and stuff. And if you look up here, your bells are going again. You've got an old hook there, but yeah, there's a lot of woodworm on that. That will be treated. They sand them down and they look a treat. Obviously an old house like this, you're going to have scars, and that's what's really good about it as well. So, and this, somewhere along the line, they put an extra beam here and bolted it to the original. But yeah, it's all looking good. And I'm not sure if we'll keep this hole, but yeah, they're going to start insulating it all in here, as they did in here. And I think I said before, rather than tear off the original walls of the house, you're opening a big can of worms if you do that. So they're boarding it out like that. Then you have an angle come down, and this will be insulated and then plastered, and then you have the beams, nice beams above, which again are all looking good. They'll sound great. Someone must have just got married. It's nice day for them. Anyway, so yeah, all looking good. That's that beam there, one of the main ones, looks great. So you've got a tax part of woodworm. I think they just sand that down. I'm no expert, as you know. I just walk around and try and tell you a little bit about it, just so I've got my own records of it as well. So yeah, it's all looking good. In fact, we're so lucky to have a house with so many beams that we can display, which is what we always wanted. The brickwork here, this is going to be the bathroom in here. That's all good. And I think they've got to take this stud wall out here. I don't know why they put that in, but that'll all be shelving and spotlights or something shining down to show that with some shelves in there. So yeah, really happy with the whole thing in here. And obviously these old floorboards are going to be used elsewhere. But if we go out to the garage, which you can't get out that door at the moment, so I'll go back out here and then I'll shut all this up, board it up later. Oh, it's lovely with the bells. Imagine sitting out here once all the hedge has grown one day and listening to that. So the garage, they've been really busy at. As I say, they'll be down today on the Saturday as well. But the garage is pretty much there, ready to tile. And inside, it's a good size. Got a nice wide door, so it's easy to access the bigger things in and out. All my laurels are planted along there. And I think the next thing is we have to start planning ourselves about the landscaping. We were talking about having a fence here that runs along the side of the garage with a gate there, and just having this really as an open area with trees we've got to replant there, and a nice little round patio here because you get the sun perfectly here. And yeah, it's going to look good. I've got another bonfire to do. Every time I think it's over, I've got a load more to go. But anyway, so yeah, catch you for week 12, I believe it is, next week. So have a good day. Catch you later. Bye bye.